Mathis, Kirk, is a corner, has been in the doghouse, but he makes a big special teams play. College rule, just the ball breaking the plane. It's different than the NFL.
It's not the player, it's the football, and that's a heck of a hustle play where Mathis got down there. Jalen Marshall tried to use that decoy where he chased him off. Mathis bit it for a second and then made a great adjustment to be able to down that football.
A terrific hunt by Wheeler. So this looks familiar for Ohio State fans. Lots of bad field position in that win over Alabama.
No doubt about it.
Jones, the safe play, the keeper. They're at him quickly, though. That was Buckner invading the backfield.
Yeah, this defense is built to stop the run in the interior. They have 3 down linemen. Those linemen do a good job of eating up blocks, and those linebackers are attacking downhill. You essentially have 5 defenders very, very tight in the interior against Ohio State's defense. They're determined to try to stop Elliott from running into the middle of the Ohio State offense.
Jones has thrown 1 pass and won it 4 times. From his end zone. Escapes, barely. He just throws it away. Ducks' quickness gives offensive lines lots of trouble.
Their quickness, whether they're running or Ohio State is trying to throw, they're getting off the blocks. Look at Armstead, number 9. He gets around his guy. He goes right through Elliott. That's a heck of an effort again by Armstead, 6'8", 290, out of Sacramento, California. He and Buckner are the keys up front for the Ducks.
It's a big ask for a running back to block a 300-pound lineman. Empty backfield there.
3rd and long inside, deep in your own territory.
Motion Elliott in lane. Jones. Jones the big arm and has a first down completion to Corey Smith across the 30.
Now that play took a lot of time to develop, and you'll see one Ohio State receiver off to the right clear out Chris Cisse, and it opened up. It's a levels route where you need that receiver to clear out. Watch 12. He's going to clear out and opens up a nice vacancy underneath, and that's where Corey Smith's able to come up with a big catch.
26 yards. See the strength of Jones' arm. Much bigger arm than Braxton Miller or J.T. Barrett. Goes on play action. Fires it far side into traffic. Catch made. Jalen Marshall. Well covered by the safety Dargan, but the Buckeyes are moving now.
Yeah, now they're trying to attack downfield. That's where their quarterback, Cardale Jones, feels most comfortable. It's actually pretty good coverage. It's a wheel route from Jalen Marshall. The safety Dargan's right with him, but he didn't turn around to find the football. Marshall did, and he came up with a catch.
Back-to-back 26-yard gains. Elliott. Tough going for the sophomore in the early going.
Go back and look at this last play, that 26-yard gain. It's a wheel route. You have a very talented wide receiver catching that off the back of Dargan. As I said, Dargan never knew the football was in the air. He was with Marshall stride for stride, but he didn't read the eyes of Marshall and get his head turned around.
2nd and 9. Jones pressured again. Strong enough to get away. Loops it for Elliott. A high throw, a dangerous play because Tyson Coleman is closing in.
Well, Don Pellum is doing a heck of a job when Ohio State is throwing the football. Mixing up the pressures, mixing up the looks, trying to confuse not only the quarterback but also put some pressure on the offensive line. And here he gets pressure from Hardrick, and then he just kind of says, where's my outlet? Oh yeah, over here. And throws it. He was very lucky that Coleman, instead of going for the receiver, he was trying to step in front of it and catch it.
Another 3rd and long. They only rush 3. Jones tries to get it on the ground. Hammered just short of the first down at the 35 by Hardrick. So 4th and 2.
Remember in our meeting when we asked him, what's the key against an 8-man dropping type of defense where they take away a lot of the windows? And he said, Cardale Jones told us, my feet and my check down to my running back. We've seen that in the last 2 passes where he tried to check down to Elliott. This time he tried to run, and it sets up the 4th down.
About 2.5 yards needed. Hot pass. Marshall fighting for it. It's close. Where's that ball? Right on the yellow line. Looks like Ohio State has converted.
Wow, that is really, really close. They'll take a pin. They're going to bring out the chains to make sure.
That pop pass is a play the Buckeyes like to use. If it is dropped, it just falls incomplete.
Just watch how quick Oregon's defense is moving right now. How quickly they're getting off the blocks. I mean, they are attacking the line of scrimmage. Now, I know it's 4th and short, but they've been doing it the entire early part of this football game. Armstead has been a difference maker, number 9, early in this game.
First down.
Barely. Half the length of the football. When we asked him in that meeting, you get into these 4th downs and 4-down territory when you're about to get to that 30-yard line, 35-yard line, and he said, hey, we're an aggressive team. That's kind of our nature.
Both sides unafraid to go for 4th downs. Ohio State's already moved 64 yards in the shadow of their end zone. It's Curtis Samuel, the true freshman, to the right of Jones now. Jones again steps up to avoid pressure, loops it over the head of Samuel, who came out of the backfield. He is not getting much time to think back there.
No, not at all. And again, it's because Don Pellin is doing a great job of mixing up looks. He's blitzing, but he's playing zone behind it. So he's only theoretically rushing 4. Sometimes this case he's rushing 5, but it's affecting the communication along the offensive line. And then you add in the quickness and how quickly they're getting upfield, putting a lot of pressure on that Ohio State offensive line in the passing game.
Ezekiel Elliott gets a block and busts to the end zone. The final 33 yards of a 97-yard Ohio State touchdown drive. The man who ripped up Bama to a slow start here until that run, Kirk.
They had bottled him up for sure, Chris, until that run. The success in the passing game opened that up.
Freshman Sean Nurnberger ties the game at 7. There is a flag down. Hold on, there's a flag on the PAT. 26-yard plays to get out of backfield position, the 4th and 2 conversion, and then Elliott's 15th touchdown run this season. Greg Burks and Mike breaking it up. They called a hold on Ohio State. I believe you said number 48. They'll re-kick it.
What did Ohio State need an answer with the way Mariota and Oregon's offense looked in that first drive? And really the only reason they got stopped in the second drive is they dropped the conversion on the throw on 3rd down.
So Nurnberger, who hasn't missed one this year, 83 for 83, a 30-yard PAT. It was Jalen Marshall by the nose of a football, prolonging the drive.
That was the big play. This keeps the drive alive. But watch the block by Nick Vannett, 81. Boom, right there. A trap opened up the middle. And when you give Elliott a little bit of room to get to that second level, he not only has the power, he's got the speed and quickness and great feet to get into the end zone and tie this game up for Ohio State.
Mariota back to work. We're all even in Arlington.